I think I need some rebranding. Rebranding. You see, I've moved from my original country, Brazil, about 20 years ago, came to America, and became an immigrant. And I was fine with that most of my life here. But now, being an immigrant is the kind of persona non grata of the hour. So I think I need a rebranding. Well, not only that, because I was thinking, if I were to call myself something else that would not disrupt my story and my personality, maybe I would use slow nomad. I want to know your opinion about that. I'll tell you why it's slow. Because I moved from Brazil to Utah and I lived there for 20 years. That's why it's slow. It's been a long time. I mean, my daughter has been here longer than she ever lived in Brazil, for you to have some perspective. Well, last year, we moved to Puerto Rico, which is still technically the US, but it has a very different culture, a very different vibe. And, it's like it is the US, but it is not. And when we did that, that's one thing we found out. First of all, that the things that annoy you when you're moving are the smallest things ever, like the time that Amazon takes to deliver package here. But what really did it to us, and it was a very good thing, that it showed us that our roots can move and we are okay moving. And then it dawned on me, okay, I don't know how many years I have ahead of me, maybe 10, maybe 20, who knows, maybe a second, you never know. But the fact is that if I have that, let's say 10 years, how do I want to spend my productive years? And I love to work, I love being an entrepreneur, and I don't think that will ever go away. But what else, right? Because just work, I've been through a burnout, for example, in the last 2 years, and I know that that's not really what's the most important thing in your life. So what else can you do? And for me right now, it's really traveling. I don't care much about clothes. I like to be presentable, but I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I don't care about fancy cars, jewelry, and that kind of stuff. I actually only buy my pieces from artisans, or they are pieces that I made myself. It's a commitment that I have with that, because I think creativity is a key point that we all need to support and exercise. But anyway, so we've been talking about that, how this move changed our perspective, because the first move was, moving for a different type of life that we wanted. And now it's, no, we can do this. It's even healthier if we do this. And for me, it's okay. That's how I want to spend the next few years of my life, while I'm productive and healthy. So we've been debating. And actually, lately, we've been debating a lot, right? Because of all this persona non grata thing with immigrants, that maybe it is the time really to go someplace else. And we've been discussing about Europe and researching and doing things like this. But I know for sure one thing, we may do this fast, or we may even take a year to make this move. It all depends on external conditions more than internal conditions. But that I would like to do that more often. So what do you think? Should I call myself a slow nomad? So I go, I take my time, I don't need to be moving all the time. Also because with 4 dogs, it's not the easiest thing, 3 dogs and 1 cat, it's not the easiest thing to just pack your backpack and move, right? But what do you think? Should I call myself a slow nomad from now on? Do you think that would work? I want to know. Let me know.